How's that? Is that?
That's no.
I don't see it. Yeah.
Here, let me see if I can do something real quick. Oh wait.
Can we?
They can hear us.
Okay. Awesome. Sorry about that, everybody. We had some audio problems. Don't apologize.
Don't clap in a really sensitive mic. That's really hard for people.
Well, we've had some things happen. Got an Aether Vial over on Rupert's side and a Harsh Mentor on Seth's side. 17-19, little Death and Taxes-ish mirror going on. And definite mana advantage for Seth. He's got four to Rupert's 2, but Rupert does have that Aether Vial. Going to let him cast anything, 2 casting costs for free out of his hand.
Yep. So a couple things have happened here. Notably, the Inti has been Winds of Abandon, which has helped Seth get his mana advantage even higher. But Seth might be kind of flooding out a little bit here.
Yeah, it looks like only has 3 non-lands in his hand. Just still like enough to work with, obviously. I'm assuming Rupert has a pretty full grip. If he gets that third land, third or fourth land, he might be able to get things started.
He's only had 3 cards cast this game: Aether Vial, Winds of Abandon, and Bounty Agent. So
yeah, this is interesting. Seth getting an untapped Sacred Foundry, which means he's gonna have a lot of stuff coming out here.
Broadside Bombardier.
Broadside Bombardier
into a Luminar
is
Casperand.
Kind of.
That's kind of a messed up Magic card.
Yeah, it is a messed up Magic card.
The counter going on to Harsh Mentor, and we're going in right now. Yeah, Broadside Bombardier basically reads 3 mana. I get to attack you with evasion and also mess up combat or deal more to you. And it looks like Rupert just kind of took it all.
Yeah. I wonder what's going on with Rupert, because he doesn't seem to have anything to throw in with his Aether Vial, which is a rough place to be.
Yeah, Aether Vial at 2, not bringing anything in, even post-combat. Really interesting. Going up to 3, which, just kind of tells us that Rupert's hand is probably full of some interaction and high casting cost creatures. Also, a Mox Pearl. It looks like he thought about casting that and pulled it back for a little bit. Think about it.
I think he's just waiting for the shuffling to be over before he starts ripping loose with
the shuffling to be
cards.
What shuffling? Yeah. Seth's deck's right there.
Yeah, well, they just ended.
Okay, just a draw and pass, not playing that Mox Pearl. Interesting. So he has nothing. So I think it's safe to assume that Rupert has nothing on 3 as well.
I think. Man, I can't help thinking Rupert must have something planned here if he's got. He just doesn't play that Mox, you know?
Yeah, does he? Oh, let's see.
Maybe he's like, I mean, it might be he has a 4 or something in his hand, and he doesn't want the Mox to get messed with, which makes a lot of sense not to play it there.
Might also have Dam in hand.
The other thing is the Mox does, it does ding him every time he caps it for mana, right?
No, Harsh Mentor doesn't do damage to mana. It doesn't damage if it's
if it isn't a mana.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a opposition agent coming in off of the Aether Vial. Opposition agent. If anybody has had the misfortune of playing against an opposition agent, you know how heinous that card can be to play against you. Basically reading, it reads, if you search your deck, if you would search your deck, you don't search your deck anymore. I get to search your deck, and I get what it is that we find. March of Otherworldly Light going to take care of the Shieldred here, and I think this game is going to be over. Yeah, this game is over, functionally, unless Rupert has some sort of interaction to take care. That would explain, having a Shieldred in hand would explain why we haven't seen very much. Rupert's stuck on lands and also no black mana. All right, game one going to Seth. Hopefully you were all able to follow along while we were dealing with our, that's on screen right now.
I'm sorry.
That's on, yeah.
How did we end up in there?
I have no idea, but it's part of the overlay now.
I get it. How did I do that? I'm sorry. There we go.
Professional streamers here. There we go.
There we go. All right. Just wanted to show you how it's all done in the background there, including the viewers. You know.
Yes.
In our process.
So that was a pretty decisive win for Seth there.
Yeah, Rupert having a little hard time getting stuff going. It looked like.
Yeah. Yeah, and Seth having not the fastest start, but a really good start. You know, turn one Ragavan into Inti, kind of forcing interaction and forcing Rupert to kind of sacrifice his only actual turn one play or turn two play. That's definitely not how Rupert drew it up, but he gets to be on the play again. So we'll see if he's able to recover from this. But while they're shuffling up for game two, really quickly, for our viewers who might not have missed, or might, and by might, definitely missed our earlier spiel. Really quick rundown for Highlander as a format. It's a 100 card singleton format. Don't list instead of a true ban list, only the cards that are banned in vintage. So the racist cards, the dexterity cards, and Shahrazad, which is none of them, but also impossible to play, are banned in the format. Otherwise, it uses a points list. The super busted cards are pointed anywhere from 8 is the highest, all the way down to 1 point, and you can spend 10 points to buy those cards into your deck. And it's in my not so humble opinion better than tier system.
Oh, it's a little different.
It is different than a tier system, but
it's made for a competitive format instead of a casual.
All right, so we got a Mox Diamond from Rupert here. Turn one play. Or is that Chrome Mox?
It looks like a Chrome Mox. That looked like a card.
Well, we have it is Chrome Mox. Okay. Chrome Mox into is that Lush Portico? So
yeah, it must have been a Lush Portico. He surveilled there.
Significantly better start for Rupert here than his first game.
No one drop though. Seth's hand is like really interesting. I think he has only a Chrome Mox for his colored sources, but he has a Crystal Vein and an Ancient Tomb in his hand.
Oh, turn one of Johnny here, probably?
I think.
Yeah, turn one of Johnny.
I mean, I couldn't tell for sure, but it looked like Ancient Tomb and Crystal Vein were his two lands.
Okay. A Johnny coming in here as a nice little inclusion or add from Modern Horizons 3 that Highlander gets access to, and
yeah,
it's kind of a busted card.
You know, I don't remember Seth being like red white before Modern Horizons 3. I think that's been been a
Yeah.
shift thanks to all of the influx of great red-white cards from that set.
Yeah, Seth is used to basically
If you play
just
Modern,
be
you know what I'm
mono-white.
talking about.
Yeah, he's got a pyroglyph in hand as well. So turn 3, we've got a Skyclave Apparition, getting rid of the Ajani. Nice clean answer. Yeah.
Let's leave it, Johnny.
Let's leave Ajani up.
Yeah.
Okay. And Johnny's no longer alive.
Oh, well, it's dead.
Yeah, it's Skyclave Apparition. Alright, so getting in for 2 here. Okay, so we've got the Ancient Tomb. This Archon of Emeria. Players can only cast 1 spell a turn. Coming in from Seth. And yeah, and also non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Kind of a miserable card to play against. Rupert probably in a decent spot against it though for the non-basic land thing. Running only 2 colors means that you have a higher density of basics typically.
Yeah, and a lot of these decks kind of generally only play 1 spell per turn too. So it's more just this is more. I think in this case it's a specific stat. It's vanilla stats with
2/3 flyer.
Than the rest of it. The non-basics coming to play tapped could be pretty damning though, especially if Rupert's gonna be depending on a fetch land of any kind. Okay, Rupert's gonna put in a Godless Shrine tapped.
Yep.
Because he has to.
Yep. No need to pay the life.
And here comes a
White Plume Adventurer.
White Plume Adventurer.
One of the most recently pointed cards in Canlander.
The boogeyman of white aggro. Or not from white aggro.
And introduces the initiative. Let's see if they see our giant initiative token over there. Aha. Let's see if I have beads. Let's go.
And I got a little
one for us.
handy boomer that I am. He's going to search for a basic land of his choice, reveal it, then shuffle the deck.
I'm going to assume that it's going to be a swamp here. Considering... Yeah. Oh, although is that a dam that's exiled with... I can't quite tell what's exiled with the Chrome Mox. So
I think it very well might be a dam, which would not make black mana. It will only make it make black mana,
but not white. Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, yeah. White Plume Adventurer, a recently pointed card in Canlander, marking an interesting shift in philosophy. Typically, Canlander pointed, for the most part, cards that were combo cards or combo enablers and tutors.
These are some of the most recent power level ones.
Yeah, and then they pointed a bunch of cards. Urza Saga, Minskin Boo, White Plume Adventurer. They pointed those cards in the most recent points update. And for those of you watching this in the future, this is April 26th. We know that there is another points change upcoming, but before that one,
most importantly, this card gives you the initiative.
Yes,
and the initiative is a very important factor in Canlander, especially because of this card. The initiative puts you in this dungeon, but if you get hit, then your opponent gets the initiative, and that's what just happened with Seth. Seth just hit him with his Archon, and now he gets to do the sweet dungeon that Rupert has put us in, and he will now be entering the secret entrance and getting a land of his choice.
Yes. Yeah, definitely a design to kind of encourage. I guarantee you the design behind the initiative was meant to encourage interplay among players. Also designed for a format with multiple player, not 1v1. It's designed for a 4-player format. But as has shown many times over again, abilities that were designed for multiplayer do really, really well and are kind of even more powerful in 1v1 Magic.
Yeah. And Seth's going to follow up with another special rule commandery mechanic card, Palace Jailer, Not made for regular constructed, but that's going to exile that seasoned or
That
white plume adventurer, and also make Seth the monarch. So now he's got 2 fun rules cards in his
Yes, the
on his
monarch.
playfield.
The monarch used to be kind of the 1v1 boogeyman, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, if you're the monarch, at the end of your turn, you get to draw a card. It doesn't seem that crazy, but that extra card advantage, even if it's at the end of your turn, just kind of gets really impressive as time goes on. It keeps going though.
I don't think there is.
There's literally scroll up. You're scrolling too fast. Scroll up. Scroll up. Right there, tokens.
Oh, all right.
And monarch is not a token, so. It doesn't work for tokens for whatever reason. Okay.
Man, Moxfield, get our back here.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, so it is currently Rupert's turn. Rupert is staring down, opting to get in. Interesting.
Okay, here comes the Skyclave apparition. It's the only way he's gonna get the initiative here, right?
Seth kind of sensing something's a little weird with this attack.
Yeah, he's gonna double block.
Double block.
Representing a trick here from Rupert. Is he got? No.
No trick. Seth getting a 2/2 spirit for all of his work. There's probably some sort of sweeper incoming here, would be my guess. Otherwise, that attack kind of futile.
Let's see what we see.
How many peeps today? Sorry, Vigonauts. I don't know how long ago you sent that, but it is. You have access to the melee.
25.
25? Yeah, we have 25 out today. So 5 rounds today. Oh, we have a recurring nightmare. We don't have a recurring nightmare. Yeah, pretty nice turnout.
The Archon's gonna keep him able to play another spell this turn.
Yep, that lion sash. Staring down kind of a freight train of value here. Not even a freight train, really.
Maybe just a light choo-choo.
Yeah, just like a yeah. I was trying to think of any sort of analogy to make, but I can't really think of anything. All right, so Seth opting to go to the Forge, putting 2+1/+1 counters on a creature of his choice, and it'll be Archon of Area. Makes sense. It's the card with evasion on the field.
Seth really in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, has a wasteland too if he wants to just kind of make sure that
Not sure it's doing a ton here.
I mean, Seth doesn't need the mana, right? So doesn't need the extra mana. So denying his opponent any chances of getting back kind of makes sense.
Seth's in a very impressive spot since he chose white mana with his Chrome Mox turn 1, has not seen a red yet, and is still just
that portable hole.
Running him over.
That portable hole could opt to take this Lion Sash or take the Chrome Mox, which looks like Seth is just looking to clear the way. Doesn't care about denying mana that much anymore. Portable hole. Small Oblivion Ring. But yeah, now Seth just has straight up easy attack here for, what is this, 6?
Knock down to 10. And he's going to draw his Monarch card and pass the turn.
Is that the Elegant Parlor? Boros, known very well for being elegant and liking finer things.
That's kind of a flavor fail, isn't it?
I think the Surveillance, design-wise, amazing. Would not change them. They're a little clunky to deal with in paper, but otherwise very, very great. Names-wise, Commercial District and Elegant Parlor are kind of just huge misses there. Enduring
It is a city, you know.
Enduring
Those Gruels and
something.
Boroses have to do something.
Yes. Masters of Commerce, the Gruel known to be in their commercial district. It's enduring something from not
From
quite familiar
Rupert.
from Rupert, yeah. Enduring Innocence. It's still a little life linker. What do we got here? Whenever one or more creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn.
Yeah. And this is from that cycle of Dustmore, and when it dies, it comes back into play as an enchantment. Keeps doing its thing for you.
It endures. Flame Slash, just kind of a constant go of Seth just having...
Seth getting that red mana is unlocking a lot of removal in his hand. He's got a Pyroglyph to follow this up with, too.
Doesn't even need to cast it. Looks like Seth is going to take match 1, round 1 in a clean 2-0 sweep. Yeah, not a lot of